Hello, everyone. This is Duran's Healing, and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel, where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And as I began to blaze this fire tonight, gather around and contribute your very powerful energy. Whether it be a like, a share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And for those of you who aren't new here, my name is Duran's Healing, and I provide cowrie shell divination readings for the collectives. And this is an ancient indigenous technology system where I use stones, crystal, bones, and a lot of assorted items here in conjunction with the 5 elements: the earth, the water, the nature, the mineral, and the fire. And through this unique system, I'm able to see the energies that are moving throughout the cosmos that may be impacting the collective. And with that being said, this has been a very unique week with a lot of intense emotions. Tell me how your week has been. And with that being said, I would like to jump right into the stones to see what the higher energy has in store for us tonight. And the message that's speaking the loudest is coming from your spirit guides, your ancestor team, and your higher team. And they're bringing attention to 2 key elements in your life right now. One surrounding your level of sophistication, your genius, and your healing journey. These 2 messages are loud. They have a lot to say. But first, I would like to see what's going on with the sophisticated part of you. And what I can see here in the stones is that something is brewing up. Something is boiling surrounding your genius. And due to the positioning of this stone is in the undercurrent, the deepest part of the waters. And this lets me know that the gestation, the birthing process is in effect. And due to this stone not being so clear in terms of its articulation, I would like to see in the cards what this sophistication is about. It's something that you're alerted to, and the energies are swiftly and advancing this energy in your world, clearing up things, cleansing out certain environments that may be in the way of your sophistication coming out. Yeah, what I'm sensing here in my bones is that some of you may be experiencing separation, cutting things off. And it's due to this alignment of this energy that's brewing up in this undercurrent. It's moving things around. It's moving things out of your way. That's not in congruence with this frequency. And that may be why you're feeling all out of sorts. And being that this stone is very complex, it may be impacting your world in different areas all at the same time. You may be feeling the impact in your work environment, your social circles, even emotionally is what I'm sensing here. Drawing back energies or situations in your world that you didn't think about before. I'm sensing visions and clarity come around situations that you didn't see clearly about. What I'm seeing is that your vision, your insight, the frequency that you were on before this pot started to brew, you may have been in a sedentary space. But now the heat is turning up. Surrounding your sophistication, things are becoming very clear in terms of frequency, and it's moving things in your world. And I would like to pull some cards to see what all of this energy is about. What is this sophistication stone that's landing in the water about for the collective? And the cards that came out were guess, manipulation, maximizing all opportunities, tsunami, spiritual boundaries, and symbols. And in terms of this sophistication stone, what I'm downloading here is that you may have second guessed yourself for quite some time. But this second guessing has to do with the way you should move and listening to people around you, trying to align yourself with the proper types of energy that is in alignment with the frequency that you're feeling. But what you have come to find out is that you were quietly and quite sophisticatedly navigating yourself throughout manipulation of different energies and different frequencies around you. But something in your genius, your spiritual intellect has advanced you beyond that. You see things for what they are. You see things for what they have come about in your world. No longer putting yourself or inserting yourself inside of situations, not knowing people's intentions. And this has afforded you a wealth of knowledge by learning how to pull back and see things from a bird's eye view and knowing what steps you should take that is in alignment with this core frequency that is radiating surrounding your genius. This is quite beautiful. This is quite mature of your energy. All I can see is the maturation and the growth that you have unveiled within yourself along your journey to be able to think again. See, this second guessing initially started from a lower vibration within your energy. You question yourself as if you weren't equipped with the skill set and the knowledge that you have, relying upon outside experiences, external validation to give you the right to move forward. And when they didn't, you sat still, churning your wheels over and over again until you tapped into your intuition to say, maybe I was right the first time. But now that your second guessing is more on a higher frequency to give you a second thought process, to give you a spiritual surveillance surrounding the energies around you, it's almost like getting a second perspective, a second opinion from a doctor. And this doctor is your intuition. You're leaning on yourself and no longer relying on outside people to verify the feelings of your intuition. And you're learning that your intuition is spot on. Why did you even question yourself before? But you had to learn to get beyond these outside energies that were taking advantage or having ulterior motives when they saw your energy. They saw it in you. That's the trick here. They saw who you were from the beginning. They saw your power. And some of them may wanted to use it for their own advantage, their own self-serving endeavors. But now that this sophistication or this genius part of you is flowing through you like water, you are learning and starting to see all these opportunities that are available to you, all these options, all these avenues that are opening up in your path in any given situation, and you're maximizing all of your options. And this is coming to you quite swiftly, like a tsunami, like overnight. It's like you woke up and you had this epiphany. And you're learning that you've had this all along. But due to the vibration or due to these energies before, you couldn't see it this way. But now the rose-colored glasses have been lifted. You can see with your intuitive guidance, your intuitive insight, the energy surrounding you, and you're able to put up these boundaries and say, no, 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 that trick won't work on me. And it's quite powerful, the symbols and the analogies and these quite intricate messages that you're getting when you interact with people, when you're experiencing these different situations show up in your world. Your genius is kicking in because this boiling point is starting to reach a certain level in your journey. You're sensing it in your body. Your physiological makeup is starting to synchronize itself to the vibration of the energies that are moving throughout the cosmos. And being that this sophistication stone, your genius, is starting to rise up from the undercurrent. They don't see what's coming. You can start to feel what's coming before it even hits. This is quiet as kept. This is almost like a secret, but it's not a secret. You can feel these energies. That's what I was speaking to before. You feeling things well in advance. These energies that are moving throughout you in a very complex way. Your genius is very unorthodox. It's very abstract. And it's popping and pulling on your energies in different compartments. In areas where you second guessed yourself. And it started to rise up within you. Like the heat off of a stove. You don't feel the intensity initially. But when the eye starts to turn red, you feel that heat. You start to see the pot boil. That's what's happening here. In terms of this sophistication, it's very powerful, and the intensity is coming from the underbelly. It's coming from the bottom up, and you're starting to feel this heat rise up in you. It's starting to rise up in your world. It hasn't touched the surface yet, but when you look at an iceberg, the tip of it doesn't compare to the bottom base of the magnitude of this frequency. That's what I'm sensing here surrounding your genius. Very powerful message. And I would like to jump back into the stones because the bell is showing up here. It means that you're alerted to this. You know that this is showing up in your world. You can feel it, you can sense it, and you cannot deny it. But due to this current, it's starting to make you feel that you are really in tune with the spiritual world. Though you're operating on the day-to-day life like a human, this bell that keeps ringing inside of you, flowing through your energy nonstop, will not allow you to go through life thinking everything is peachy keen. Life doesn't move that way. Spirit doesn't move that way. It keeps you updated on the current events, and the most current events is ringing the alarm surrounding the frequency of the genius in you. And it's being birthed, it's coming out, it's coming up, and you can feel that, and the wisdom behind it is going to spawn a different wave of energy through you. It's through the expression of your frequency, however you decide to dispense your wisdom. I'm not sure how you guys are moving throughout this life and how you're articulating the wisdom that comes through you, but this is the way your genius is going to be birthed out from your back to the base of who you are. And it's quite powerful. Very unique message. And I would like to look into this other message that the higher energy wanted to bring forth initially, and is surrounding your healing journey. And what I'm seeing here in the stones is there is a lot of cowrie shells surrounding your healing journey, showing belly down. What I'm downloading in this unique cluster of stones is that you have gone through a lot of different tumultuous energies, but not just gone through it. What I'm sensing here, you have defeated a lot of different challenges, different missions that are quiet as kept. There is this running theme as is quiet as kept. You may not talk about the depth of your spiritual journey and what you go through. But what I can see here, you have slayed many Goliaths. There are many challenges that you have overcome along your healing journey that has cultivated you in a very powerful way, and a lot of people do not know about this. You have been working quietly, cultivating and defeating certain issues, certain tasks, certain missions along your journey, and you have been successful at it. Because the action stone is at the opposite end of this cluster of stone, and the earth stone is right in the center of it. And this lets me know that you have developed a certain level of confidence, a certain level of security within yourself due to what you have gone through. No one can tell you anything different, because the knowledge and the wisdom that you have gained every time you defeated an obstacle, every time you have overcame a situation, it has developed your sense of strength and tenacity about yourself that nothing and no one could have given you outside of this experience. Not only that, it has cultivated your identity, curating this certain unique energy about yourself, and people, quiet as kept, is wondering or are wondering, how do you have the frequency and the aura that you have? Little do they know, quiet as kept, you have defeated so many challenges in your world that it has morphed your energy into a unique vibration that cannot be duplicated. Until they have gone through this same experience, people will not understand this. This may be why you don't speak about it. You don't articulate it, because it is merging, or it has merged itself with your frequency, because you have been in it and done this for so long. It is a part of your identity. It has become who you are, a martyr, strong, built for it and ready for it. This confidence, security about you that I'm sensing here is so fluid that anything comes your way, you know that you're ready for it. And you know that things are going to come your way because the stones are showing you that. It's like a pattern. Every time you overcome something, you get a wealth of information or knowledge surrounding spirit, surrounding the cosmos, that advance your organizational skills to be able to put this into your basket, into your toolbox, to prepare you for what's to come. Because things have been coming on this current so fast, and you're overcoming it very swiftly, you know something else is here, waiting on you behind the shadow, quiet as kept. And I can see here in the stones that this obstacle is here, and behind it is your wisdom. Something that is ahead of you on your spiritual journey has stopped the flow of things at this current time. You may be feeling a pause, or you may be in this holding space, is the kind of energy that I'm sensing here. Like you can't necessarily move forward without a certain door to be open. And it's keeping you in a certain vibration, causing you to feel like you're going to explode. Because this space is causing you to think about old things that you have overcame, causing you to think about situation that has been dormant in your mind, in your experience, that you have pushed to the back of your mind because you have defeated, you have overcame it. But there is something here about this holding space that is serving as a reminder that though you have come so far, it is a remembrance of all these experiences that you have overcame, but not that there is wisdom here that you have collected that will serve as good for this obstacle here that's showing up. What is this obstacle about for the collective? And the cards that came out in terms of this obstacle that's showing up in the cosmos for the collective is gaslighting, no commitment, pause, fired, and can't sit still. And what I'm downloading here in the cards is that due to your experience, you have mastered the art of gaslighting by no fault of your own. This has more to do with the experiences that have came into your world. People trying to show you things or to create these walls of illusions, mirrors, mirages, so that you cannot see what was behind the veil. But due to so many experiences in your world, you have said no. No to engaging or entertaining these type of experiences. What I'm sensing is that if you can pick up on this frequency, you're saying no. You're not even engaging. You're not entertaining it. But this is going to even a more advanced level. You are starting to educate people on how to say no to certain behaviors that mimic gaslighting, illusions, falsehood, in order for people to get that thing that they want from others. It's like you're becoming a spokesperson. Due to your experience and your wealth of knowledge in this field, you have become quite the master at seeing this type of energy, seeing this type of behavior show up in your world. And you have become committed to pushing back against this energy. And that's why this obstacle is showing up in your world, for you to take a pause to see everything that you have gone through, to show you how advanced that you have become in the world of spiritual knowledge, surrounding energy, surrounding behaviors that had cultivated your knowledge surrounding energies. And now you live to tell the story. Not only that, how to get beyond it. And this is starting to fire your energy up. Because this pause, or this kind of holding space that you find yourself in, is bringing back memories. It's bringing back experiences in your world that you may have thought that you have overcame this. You have thought you healed from this. This isn't about you not healing from this. These images or these experiences in this pause in the cosmos for you is serving as more like an encyclopedia, reading back to you all the things that you have overcame, so that you don't compartmentalize it and push it back to the point that you forget about it. Your memory, your experience is serving a purpose, so that you cannot sit still and stand by and watch people go through the same things that you have went through without at least telling your story. And this is what's boiling up. This is what's brewing up in the midst of this pause. And the wisdom behind it has everything to do with the knowledge that you have acquired. This has everything to do with your identity. You served in this warfare, on this battlefield for a reason. You live to tell the story of what you have gone through. That's why this pause is in effect. Because if you keep going, you would never utter a word. You would never even think about what you have gone through, because it's not quite the memory you want to sell others. You don't want to recount this occasion. But it's serving as a purpose to remind you of the wisdom that you have acquired or extracted from all these gauntlets you have been through. Period. And jumping back into the stones, these energies are moving or mounting in a very powerful way for you, because this bell is showing up for the second time. I have two bells here to alert me of things that are very important that are going on in the cosmos that I must articulate to the community, to the people. And it's important that I alert to you what is mounting up in the cosmos. And it has to do with the fluidity or the flow that this energy is taking you. This may be future tense for some of you, but where it's taking you is grounding in the earth, in the paradigm that you live in. And the stones that are here are your platform of power, your institution stone, your radical change, and your personal medicine key of access. These are very powerful stones here. And you're grounding a very unique position here. When I spoke about confidence, when I spoke about you getting through all of these experiences, little did you know, quiet as kept, it was cultivating your life's work. And the energy and the intensity behind all of these frequencies that are moving surrounding your sophistication and your experiences, it's quite radical. It will be radicalizing the paradigm that you live in. It will be something that they have never felt before. It will be an energy that they have never heard before. It is a part of your life's work, your life's mission. You're meant to align your frequencies in this way. You had to go through something to get here. People tried to pull you out of the shadows to align you with the current paradigm, but you had to stay put. You couldn't move, and you didn't know why. You didn't feel good about going out in the crowd. You didn't feel good about going out into the community just yet. You were hoarding this energy, working it, perfecting it, going through the gauntlets, going through your experiences, getting your wisdom, getting your lessons. And little did you know, it was transforming your energy, creating a very unique signature that this planet has never or will never feel before. You're one of one. The things that you have gone through has quietly cultivated the energies in the cosmos, aligning you to the very place that you belong, which is your purpose. A lot of people in this lifetime navigate themselves, never knowing why they're going through what they're going through, never knowing why they're here on this planet. But for you, the missions that you have defeated has aligned you with your purpose. And not only that, the sophistication of the genius of your energy is moving and brewing up this energy to be very powerful as you plant your feet on this ground. The time is coming for the world to feel this energy. You didn't come out before because you weren't ready, but now your energy is ready for what your path is aligning itself towards, and it's the delivery of your goods. You know what you're doing. You know where you're headed. You may not have the mental capacity to conceptualize all these spiritual experiences on your journey, but it will make sense once you ground your feet here. Once the energies align you with the frequencies of this paradigm, and it is very soon, you will see the blossoming of the wonders of why you were born on this planet. And it's giving you access to something. Your gift is here to be delivered. And I would like to very briefly pull some cards about the delivery of your goods, because you've worked to deliver this. You didn't work this hard. You didn't go this far in defeating all these giants for nothing. You've collected all this information to deliver it to this planet. And that's what your medicine is about. Your gift is about this. And it's starting to show up. You can sense it and you can feel it. What is this personal gift that the collective will soon deliver to this planet? What is this personal medicine about for the collective? And in terms of this personal medicine that the collective will soon ground to this planet, the cards that came out were subspace dimension, alternative path, resilience, dreaming, healing by doing better, and outcast. And what I'm downloading here in the cards is that you have always lived in this subspace dimension. It's like you were here, but you were never quite here. It's like you were of this planet, but you were not from this planet. And due to this energetic frequency that you were on, it's like the expression of your frequency is creating this alternative path that will show up in this paradigm, showing people how to live and to be in power. They don't have to subscribe to the current paradigm. That's not the only way. And your frequency and your energy is showing them that. And it's due to your resilience. It's due to you being a dreamer and believing in yourself. You never strayed away from your dreams, and you stayed on this path. You stayed pushing forward and divulging yourself in your dream, never letting it wither away from you, never letting it slip through your fingertips. But instead, you chose to heal yourself by doing better, choosing higher, and never allowing yourself to succumb to a low vibration. Even when you felt like you were going chaotic or crashing out, something in you pulled yourself back and said, "Not yet, my child. Not right now." And by you not pushing this energy out or pulling out this highly intense energy, you drawed it in. And this drawing in of your energy made you an outcast in the world that you lived in, never truly fitting in. Never being aligned with the very people around you. Though there were similarities, though there were frequencies and timeline you can briefly connect with people on, you can never find your home here. But something in the stars or in the cosmos is revealing to me is that it was never time for you. It wasn't your moment. But now, the moment is coming for you to express all of these energies and frequencies that you've been hoarding out, but it's coming out in a very sophisticated way. What I'm sensing here, due to this sophistication stone brewing up in this undercurrent, the complexity that you are can never be expressed out only in one avenue, only in one element. No, you need many avenues. Many elements. Some of you are multi-talented. Some of you can articulate and express yourself to a high degree on many levels. But you thought you could only express yourself out by showing up in community, showing up with the people around you. That's why it didn't prosper. That's why it didn't prevail. That's why it always shone belly up. Like you couldn't quite get your footing. It's because you're multifaceted. And now you're getting it. Now you're getting the messages. Now you're understanding why your spirit is being so friction out on all these different levels. You're seeing the complexity that you are and the reason why you're showing up so vibrant in many different ways, and the world will see it soon enough. Don't shortchange yourself by saying you can do it one way. You're going to do it in many different ways. Allow this powerful energy to show up at all levels, on all dimensions, on all paradigms. That's your gift. Multifaceted being, showing up your genius to this world in many different ways. And I can see the abundance in your energy by you allowing this frequency to spawn out in many avenues. I can see an 8-legged octopus. These are many legs to you. There's many components to you. You're much more than what you tried to convince yourself that you were. And now the stars are aligning for you to express all of yourself out. And this is the gift that you will be expressing to the world. Period. Wow. Very large message, very alternative and complex message. Thank you all for joining me. And if you stayed this far, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, or comment below. to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, I'm going to close out this healing circle, and I will see you all at the next